My name is Hilton Als, and I've written an essay about Tyler Perry's films and writing in this week's New Yorker. Tyler Perry began writing theater pieces after he had seen a program on Oprah Winfrey on the idea of writing being therapeutic. What he realized was that if he could go out to the churches, he might be able to generate an audience. And he did.
Oh, enjoy the play. Enjoy the play. Tyler Perry is an exceptional producer.
I'm enjoying it. I've gone to every one of his plays, and I love it.
And it was through the enormous popularity of the work and his relentless touring, Perry's audience would follow him into movie theaters because they had followed him into quote-unquote legit theaters. He went to Lionsgate to start making the film adaptations, and they opened at #1 because they're inspirational to people. That ultimately he's talking about faith, and that if you have relationship to the Lord and to belief, that you will be rewarded for that faith.
Yes, the man left you, but you're still young, you're rich, you're beautiful.
No, I'm not rich, my dear. Charles is rich.
If the ex got money, you got money too. Hello?
Medea is Tyler Perry's sort of black matriarch that is his most famous creation. And she became a kind of cultural phenomenon. And he based her, he said, on a number of strong women in his community in New Orleans. She's a no-nonsense person who sort of takes control of the sort of moral anarchy that she perceives as happening in black communities.
Can I help you?
I need to speak with Helen.
And who is you?
That's the low-down, dirty female dog that stole my husband.
You're going to have to come back tomorrow. That's the day she talked to hoes.
Most of the characters that he focuses on are women, and often they're single or in bad relationships. And it's their journey from cynicism to faith. He's not dealing with the realities of a person. He is taking internalized ideas about blackness and blowing them up to fill a screen. In Diary of a Mad Black Woman, Kimberly Elise is a wealthy Atlantan whose husband, it turns out, is having an affair. She and Medea return to her former mansion to collect her clothing.
Medea, what's wrong?
Medea sees this wire hangers in this closet filled with expensive things, and she says,
A wire hanger!
which is, of course, a reference to Mommy Dearest, which is itself a camp classic. I think it's such a deeply complicated moment because it's a way of talking about his influences, which sometimes belong to the canon of camp, which is very sort of strange and interesting given the sort of Christian force behind a lot of his texts.
I'm in love.
There's no sort of depth of field. There's no sense that any of these people have inner lives. They're all reactive. They're illustrating the idea of what Perry himself has achieved, which is great success coming from nothing.
Give it up for Mr. Tyler Perry.
Did you have a good time?
I think the most interesting thing about him, ultimately, is his financial success. But I don't think that he's doing the black community any favors with his films, which are really intellectually substandard.
Ooh, that got to hurt. You ought to feel this big. Matter of fact, she told me you was this. I'm just